Here's the preview video for October 13th preschool. We'll be talking about the story of Gideon at battle, Judges chapter 7, verse 9 through 22. God knows everything, so I can be brave. So this whole month we're talking about courage. The theme is super kids. So on this story with Gideon, it's Gideon's army fighting against an army that's a lot bigger and a lot stronger, but Gideon shows that he trusts God enough to be brave. So first activity here is just a marching activity, kind of like a very basic follow the leader type activity to get the kids to kind of understand a little bit about ancient military strategy and marching. No supplies needed for that. Just have the kids line up in a single file line and practice marching around the room. Next activity here, helping the kids understand more or less. So when Gideon's army has fewer people than their opponent, this is just kind of setting kids up to understand more or less concepts. So you have 2 jars here, a bag full of pom-poms. So for one jar, you could put 2 or 3 pom-poms in it. And then the other jar, you can put a whole handful or 2 handfuls and just help the kids understand more or less. You could take it around to, keep having the same amount in each one and asking the kids if there's more or less, and no, they're about the same amount. Just kind of experiment with that more or less concept with the kids and then play the video after that activity. Next up, you have a verse activity. This is the superhero stamp verse. Instead of doing stamps, we'll use stickers. I have these really cool superhero themed stickers. Here's the memory verse page. Kids can just decorate their memory verse page with a bunch of superhero themed stickers. Very simple. After that, then we have the Gideon at battle story review. So you're using these 4 picture pages to review the story. So number 1 is showing Gideon's army versus the other army. Gideon and his army are not as big as the other army. Next, you have Gideon looking real proud and strong and brave. Gideon had to be brave and trust God. Next, you have Gideon's army blew trumpets, broke jars, and raised their torches high. So with this, you can have the kids pretend to have a torch or pretend to throw a jar down on the ground. For the trumpet part, we have some noisemakers here, so you can give the kids each a noisemaker and they can blow that as like a little party horn. And then lastly, you have Gideon's army looking real tough and victorious here. Gideon's army made the other army run away. Gideon's army won the battle. So as you're showing these 4 picture pages, you're reviewing the story and kind of having the kids act out different parts of the story, engaging their imaginations, and it's really quite simple. Next activity after that is Oh, the Places You Go. That's on the back side of their verse page, and on the back side here, you have the little kid, and then you have a slide for the playground, you have grocery store, school, sandbox. So the concept here is wherever kids go, God is with them. And this, of course, ties to the monthly memory verse, be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, for the Lord your God goes with you. So everywhere they go, they can show courage and bravery because God is with them. So for this, they're just going to follow the squiggly lines and try to connect each line to its respective picture. That's it for your activities for preschool. I think the kids will have a lot of fun with this one. Also at the end, as kids are being dismissed, there are a stack of parent cue cards with the overview on the front and then some review questions on the back. So make sure you pass these out to parents during dismissal. Thanks.